Yes, I know who is my shepherd. Truly I know who is my shepherd. Indeed I know who is my shepherd. Also my friend, my father, also my maker, my husband, also my king. Trouble of this world, don't tell me I don't know him. Battle in this world, never you tell me I don't know him. Yeah. Stress in this world, don't tell me I don't know him. Power of darkness, never you tell me I don't know him. I am a shepherd, ooh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. I have a shepherd, the eternal one, yeah. I have a shepherd, the mighty one that knew me, oh. I have a shepherd, the lovely one that called me his own eternal. I have a shepherd, the merciful one, yeah, the merciful one that tells me just the way I am. I can do it. He knew I can never ever fix it. Yeah. Ooh. I have a shepherd, the ever faithful one, that loves me, yeah, that loves me, truly more than his throne. Yeah. His mercy high above his law. His mercy high above his law. His mercy high above his law. Upon me, yeah, upon me, oh, yeah, upon me. I have a shepherd, the awesome one, the holy one, the mighty one, the glorious one, the faithful one, that washed me, yeah, that cleansed me, that anointed me to carry his glorious presence, to carry his glorious power, hey, to carry his glorious power. To carry his glorious riches, yeah. The shepherd, yeah. So I shall not want, no, no, no. Come on. I shall not lack, no, no way, no way, oh, no way. I shall not beg, oh, I shall not beg, oh, no, oh, oh. Because I know he's my shepherd. Ooh, because I know how he's my eternal shepherd. I shall not fall. No way. No, 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 no. I shall not shake. No way. I shall not shake. No way. I shall not fall. I shall not shake. I shall not fail. You know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. thinking, yeah. Gave me all, gave me all. It's running over, it's running here over, overflow. Let poverty, let poverty, let poverty, let poverty, let poverty, let poverty shake the world, tear the world, move the world, yeah. Let poverty, let poverty, let poverty shake the world, yeah. Tear the world, move the world, yeah. Feel the world. They're the best white cats in heaven, revealed in me. They're the best white cats in heaven, revealed in me quickly. Whoa, 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 yeah, that was until now, until now, until now. I make you know this, yeah. I make you see this, I make you touch this, yeah. I make you taste this, yeah. I make you drink this good wine. I make you drink this good wine, yeah, yeah. I make you drink this heavily good wine. The blood of my good gracious shepherd, yeah. Ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, oh, oh, hey. Now I know what is love is. Hey. Now I want to tell you what is love is. Now I know what is mercy is. Now I want to tell you what is mercy is. Yeah. Now I know what is power is. Come on. Now I want to tell you what is power. What is power is. Hey, my good great shepherd, Yehoshua, Yahuwah, Ruach HaKodesh, yeah. You set my table. You set my table. You arrest my table. In their presence, they're so-called enemies, enemies, enemies. I want to tell you what his power is. He set my table in the presence of you all. Now you see my table. Whoa. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love and much prosperity. Attend you family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah the Revelator, seeth not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end time prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people like you, body like you, house like you, for the returning of Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to you, all glory, wealth, power, honor, love, worship, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah, the very blessed one. Yes, Abba Yahuwah, you have been worshipped in the temple of your Isha, for you are my eternal Ish. Yes, I love you, for you first loved me. Hallelujah. Yes, now, it is a call, for awakening. It is a call to repentance. It is a call, for you to dust off any stain in you. It is a call for you to put your house in order. It is a call above all of awakening. Like I always love to say, that trumpet or sound precede every single movement of Abba Yahuwah. That which he has already said, right at Shemot 34 verses 10. That is what we are resounding over here through the voice or his voice of trumpet. Okay, that which he has already said is about to take place. Abba Yahuwah has never ever uttered in secret. So before it happens, definitely he will send forth his servants, okay, man or woman, like he said, in these last days, he's going to pour out his Ruach HaKodesh upon all flesh. All right, your sons and your daughters. He's going to do, Abba Yahuwah, exactly what I'm doing over here. All right, let's send forth his servants, to prepare your mind and to make you know the appointment time is over here. Exactly what we are reciting over here to your hearing. All right, is there any stain in your garment? Put your house in order. Have you already washed every stain in your garment? Okay, if you have done so, more power to celebrate him. If you haven't, therefore go and do that. Put your house in order. All right, now. What could that be? It is the second coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? The King of Kings and the Adonai of Adonai. All right, now. You talk too much this woman. One more to go. Or two more to go. Just as the Ruach HaKodesh has already said to you and me, let him that have ear hear. Do you have an ear? And what ear is he speaking of? The spiritual, the circumcised ear. Okay? Now, how are you going to know that you have a circumcised ear? That will not be when you begin to hear a holy voice that saith unto heaven and the earth packs out with the royalistic cant. Okay? If you see the first heaven and the first earth, or the royal lusty cat. Revelation 21, have you seen new heaven? If you not see the new heaven and the new earth, therefore don't keep the royal law, because it will be fulfilled, accomplished, okay? But whereby you still see the rotten stakes of the first earth polluted with all kinds of wickedness. No, you need the royal law to protect you from every arrows of pollution. You need the royal law to make you wise upon or wherever you go. You need the royal law as your divine guidance, excuse me. Because the great author or the generator of sin, the regenerator or the generator of sin is over here. So the only way out of his traps will be, the royal law. He did more with, exposing the strategies, of this fallen deity. They are still over here, there for the royal lost ticket. Whereby you not hear a filthy voice that say he nailed you to the cross. That will not be you are hearing a filthy voice again. Your ear is not circumcised. Alright. Whereby you also hear another filthy voice that said the royal law is corrupt. Once again, you are hearing that voice again, the great dragon, right in Genesis 3. Alright, now that said the royal law is not so rationalize it. Oh no, wake up is the nature of this segment. Lest I forget this. The science of the last days. He says something very deep over here.
You can't obviously believe that Watchmen, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for Wipe It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic church, which served to replace the real fella who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter. As long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
All right now. But now you know my style already. I suppose the lines of this great dragon is my hobby, okay? Prior to this, here we are, Revelation 12:9. Can I read? And the great dragon was cast out, okay? Is great. Always knows that. Is great in wickedness. That old serpent. Did you get that? That old serpent. Where reach it down to Genesis 3. That old serpent is the phrase. Called the devil and Satan. Yes, they are in one tree. The old serpent is very obvious. It's Allah who deceiveth the whole world. The devil and Satan is Jesus, okay, who nailed the law to the cross and now give now Babylonia instead of keeping the royal law, celebrating all Babylonians with paganism, where widely exposed paganism practices you see found in the group of this Jesus follower, which is called what? Christianity, and the highest occult on earth, and the second DVD to the very last DVD, and Islam is the last DVD. Alright, which is the great dragon. Anyway, it is for Allah to gather all his children and put them all in his garage. Listen now, which deceiveth the whole world. Did you get that you in this planet? No, or you are in the other world. But if you are in this planet, always know that you are a victim, or you've been a victim. You just found your way out like I do, or you're still a victim. And when are you gonna come out from that? Until Matthew 7:21 to 23. Sorry, I never knew you. What do you say? We cast out great, we cast out demons, professor. What? And do great wonders in your name. I said, sorry, I never knew you. How sad is that? The most painful rejection to your own face. All right now. Who deceived, which deceiveth the whole world? He was cast out into the earth, is over here, okay? And he and his angels were cast out with him. Did you get that? How about this? Listen now to another blast. Matthew 24:24. For they shall arise first Mashiachs. It is plural, okay? Another one is still on its way coming. That is the last DVD to play for the whole world. Christianity has been playing, over these 2,000 years, these 2,000 years. One is about to pick it up now, which is the little horn for 1,000 years. For they shall arise false Messiahs, okay, and false prophets, there are many, okay, and shall do great signs. The Allah Kubaru is great in telling lies, okay. Great signs. You see, their lies is great, and their signs also great. All right now, and their iniquity is great. Saith 2 Thessalonians, the mystery of iniquity. Anyway now, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in as so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. This is the reason why we're here every Shabbat. We go out, to win a single soul, the elect. That is what we are after. We are not after the multitude that belongs to Allah. Allah Huwakubaru, He is only great in wickedness. You see, said there are many. Jesus is playing his game now. Second to the last game to go. Jesus and Islam is the very last DVD. After that, we will not see eternal state. To reap what you have sown. You see the other part. It said, and with his what? Angels. Does this baffles you? Is a dragon, is a devil, is a serpent, and again he has an angels. Not demons. How did they call them demons? Have you ever come and sit down, speak to yourself, come on and talk to yourself, and say, why should fetish priests, liars, false messiah, false prophet, why are they performing great signs and wonders? Why? Have you ever questioned yourself? This question is the key. Work it out. And you're gonna come to the conclusion. Who are they? Matchmaker and people. Here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful and life-giving message titled for you and me. Yahuwah finish it thirst in me. Is a blast of miracle right in the presence of my enemy, part 1. So family, we're going to have it up to part 3. So right now, I want to see what that is. Yahuwah finish it touched in me. It's a blast of miracle right in the presence of my enemy. Let's go run this race together and see how did this play it out. You know my style already. First of all, we have to dine with the heavenly king, Deborah 32, verses 1 to 4. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the ray, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender hair, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim, who does publish this name. It is Yahushua HaMashiach. And how? By taking the name of his father upon himself. And Yahuwah simply means I am that I am. And Yahushua simply means I am that I am is salvation. And this is how he published it. John 5:43. I come in my father's name. All right, you receive me now. Another one is going to come in his own name. And him ye shall receive. Did you not receive Jesus? All right, now. Because I will publish the name of Yahuwah, ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. That is what I'm doing 90th day. He is the rock. That's correct. His work is perfect. That is true. For all his ways are judgment. That is correct. A Elohim of truth. And without iniquity. Yes. Just and right is he. Hallelujah. Masekeibo. Ye. Karakebo seu. Busekere Yahuwah o. Karakebo sei. Masendebo Yahuwah. Karakebo sei o. Karakebo. Himo Santa Labo. Hihiye o. Masekebo. Karakebo sei. Busekere Yahuwah. All right, now one more goal to achieve. I want to see how does the royal law, play that in our lives or become a lamb unto our feet. This is how the royal law works. Became a lamb unto our feet. Its governing system is all about gene, sex, seed, reproduction, rebirth. You can see that in Genesis chapter 5. It's all about genealogy. Numbers chapter 1 and 2, Matthew 1, Luke 3, 26 to 38, Revelation 12. That is what the royal law does. It works in every one of us just as a sperm works with the womb, implanting in seed, taking in seed, and rebirth. That is it. That is his governing system. So right now, here are 8 unique points, all right, from the royal law. Point 1, it functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people Israel. Point 2, it outlines how the marriage won't function. Its stipulation are what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3, its precept describe how the marriage won't prosper. Point 4, its what picture tells how marriage life won't be like. Point 5, each other party, its judgment describe how each other party won't relate to each other. Point 6, for either party to violate this agreement, violate the marriage itself. Point 7, his Moses say, the one too hard for you asks for sufficient grace to fix it. Point 8, the overall and eternal bridegroom the overall and eternal bridegroom promise never to violate it because the groom is the Yahuwah himself. All right, he don't have the appetite, to break his law. He don't. That is why you and I glory in his faithfulness. That is why we can brag and say heaven is my home. Why? Because of his faithfulness. He says Shabbat is the day. That's it. Nothing changed that. Nothing. Absolute. He can carry us. And one says Shabbat is perpetual. On this last day, say on Sunday. No, Jesus is the one that is so stupid. He can say Shabbat is perpetual, and in this last day not say Friday. No, Allah is the one stupid. Okay, our Father his faithfulness is eternal, nothing absolute, absolutely. Nothing, absolute change that. All right, now family, like you heard the title already. So right, I want to dig into what actually is Psalm 23. You know, it's only 6 verse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I want to dig into it verse by verse. These are message that is double crossing every other message that I wanted to talk about. Abayewa said, no, drop those one first and go into Psalm what 23. So want to see the vision Abayewa brings out from this powerful unique psalm. It is a song that speaks about relationship. It is so unfortunate that people is using this very psalm for burial, including unbeliever. Okay, they are all using it. When you go to some grave, you're gonna see Psalm 23, being grafted over there. What? That is pollution. Because this is the Psalms, that speaks about 3 characteristics of Abba Yahuwah. Okay, the verse is 1. Yahuwah is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay, we see that already. That is the field. A shepherd always lay in the field. And what is the field? The word. You can see Matthew 13 for that. The field is the word. We here on earth. In other words, we can call the very first verses the earth. Yahuwah is my shepherd, or Adonai is my shepherd, I shall not want. Okay, that simply means to say he placed me here on earth, I will not want. So what is the second characteristics of this very psalm? There now comes in walking through the valley of the shadow of death. It's a shadow. It didn't say you're going to remain there. It said you're going to walk through it. This is where the unbeliever missed it. Okay, now begin to use it for funeral. It's so sad, it means pollution. So right now you are there on earth. So the very second characteristics simply make it so clear. There's going to be confusion, there's going to be war. Check it out, all the 12 apostles, how did they die? That is the valley of the shadow. We'll come more into that. I want to give you the guideline first. So the very last verse, character, in this very Psalms, it is, I will dwell in the house of Yahuwah. That is paradise. Say forever. That is paradise. That is you returning back to your glorified body. The earth supposed to be paradise. We knew what took place from this great dragon, right, in Genesis 3. That now make this earth, now a wilderness. Okay? That brings about the valley of the shadow of death. All these 6,000 years, Adam and his posterity, we have been walking through this shadow of the valley of death. And we now see at the end of it all, Matthew 27, Adam ascended to heaven. That is the paradise that consummated all. It is a powerful sight. It is not for burial. So right now, I give you the 3 characteristics in this psalm. So we're going to first of all look into verse 1. He's my shepherd. Is he your shepherd? Personal relationship. Let me read. This very Psalm 23, or Tehillim, has the key to every question going on this very planet. Okay? He has the key and the guidance and how you need to live and and survive this valley, this shadow of the valley of the shadow of death. He has the key to it, and he also lets you know the final goal. All right. If you will make the true Yahuwah your shepherd, therefore you're going to return back to paradise. That is what the Psalms is speaking of. Really, Yahushua never promised us that this war is going to be like. He said, no, if they do it to me, come on now, they're going to release it on you. What? He said, carry your cross and follow me. What is his cross? Death. His cross simply means what? Death. If they killed me, they're going to do it to you. That's a shadow. But I'm going to give you, a glorified body. Revelation, 3, 2, and 3. He now saith to, is it Smyrna? Be faithful unto death. I'm going to give you the crown of what? Life. Make him your shepherd today. It's not too late. That is the nature of this segment. Now, Tehillim, Psalm 23, I read verses 1. The Adonai, when you see, this is Yahuwah himself. When you see a big capital Lord, the people that translated, that is how they differentiate it. When you see a big capital Lord, they are saying of YAHUAH'S, which means I am that I am. Yahuwah, the Hayah, the whole way, the Yeye. It's he himself, not his son. Eh? When you see this capital Lord, he's speaking of you, Yahuwah himself. I am that I am. That is my name forever. He is my shepherd. That is personal relationship. He is our. That is salvation is personal. On this very earth, run your race, I run my race. Oh, my son, run your race. And Mama is also running her own race. Personal relationship. He is my shepherd. I want to see now how far this personal relationship, you know, between you and your maker is going to take you far. Only personal relationship is bringing you back to heaven. Don't press crap, okay? All right, now, Philippians chapter 2, 12 to 30. I read, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. He said the fear of Yahuwah, it is the beginning of wisdom. Do you fear him? 13. For it is Yahuwah which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good word pleasure. All right, work it out. Work it out. He is my shepherd. I don't know about yours. He is my shepherd. And what does shepherd do? If he's a shepherd, therefore you are a sheep. So what does shepherd and what is the business between shepherd and the sheep? So open some more. Here I am. Hebrew chapter 30 verses 20. I read. Now the Yahuwah of peace that brought again from the dead our Adonai Yahushua, that great shepherd, you see, that great shepherd of the sheep, through the blood of the everlasting covenant. Where this everlasting covenant blood being shed? Right in Genesis 3. As soon as this, earth already been polluted, so we now begin to see the works of atonement over there, the blood of the covenant. And we see this blood of the covenant from the seed of the woman. It is a blood shed. It said the seed of the woman is going to crush your head. Although you're going to give it back to him. Ever since Yahushua died, the serpent is still giving it back. Bite is healed. Bad is healed. It is still the blood of the covenant, still working. All right now. Still working. He crushed the head of serpent already. So the biting of the feet, it is the last judgment, the very last DVD to play. It's not that bad. It's just for Allah to gather together all his posterities and bring them all down to Islam. It's not that bad. Like I said, what business does the shepherd and the sheep is doing together? Both have their own office, to maintain. YAHUAH'S 40 verses 11. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, which is Yahushua. Is still speaking of Yahuwah over here. Yahushua is the arm of Abba Yahuwah. And carry them in his bosom. Yahushua is the one to bring you back now to verses 6. If Yahuwah is your shepherd, you're going to walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but you will get there. That is what verse 6 says. Okay. Bring them and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. So what is young? He said, except you convert and you reduce yourself to be like that of a baby. Matthew 18. Except you turn yourself into a baby. Then it's going to gently lead you now, because now you become young, you become baby. Have you ever seen where a baby is giving a commandment to his or her creator, or father or mother? No, the simplicity of a baby, until you have that simplicity of a baby, the innocences of baby, you are not coming in. He's going to gently lead you, because you as a baby, you know what you can handle, you know what you cannot handle. As a shepherd, he knew what a sheep can handle. Okay, so he gently lead them, gently. This is not but gently. Giving you one at a time. Giving it to you one at a time. Giving it to you one at a time. If the works of flesh is all maybe 10 in you, gently it will begin to take it out from you one by one, because the valley of the shadow of death has already cast spell upon everyone, which is being called gallbladder. That is how it genetically modified, every man and woman on earth. That brings about that pollution, that brings about again the author of light to die right at the cross. We all have it in us. We all have something with the valley of the shadow of death. We carry it. We carry it, that death in us, all right? The first man died, father, they all died. All right, now we're going to walk through it. All right, but you will get back to paradise. That's what we are saying over here. But the one that is, why is it because the shadow of death? That could be not the first death, but the real death, that is not going to be the shadow anymore. It's going to be the second death. What? Which is called the link of fire. That is second death. Revelation 20, you can take it from verses 10 to 15. You're going to see the second death. The valley of the shadow of death, and that passed through, is seen in us because we are his posterities. It still lives in us. Now, till you convert and become a baby. So you don't dictate nothing absolute for your maker. When he said go here, when he said, oh, okay, Papa, it is Shabbat, yes, Papa. My fist, yes, Papa. Use my calendar, yes, Papa. Whatever I said is yes, 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 Papa. No question why not Sunday. What? Christmas? Why? No. When you begin to do that, you become a dry fish. There was never no way you can still try to, to correct a dry fish. When you want to burn it, it will break into pieces in your hand. But when you become like that of a baby, gently is going to lead you. Gently is going to be taking that gallbladder, that system of the world, gently, that you once be felt, gently will begin to pull it out from you. Gently, before you know you get there to paradise. Now, Isaiah 53 verses 6. Here's where the problem is. This is why he became the great shepherd. All right? I read now. All we are like sheep have gone astray. Where do we all? We gone astray. Genesis 3. We have turned everyone to his own way. All right? To his own way. The way of the serpent. And Yahuwah, capital Lord again, hath led on him the iniquity of us all. Right from Genesis 3:21, where the illustration was being given that a blood must subscribe for you and me. Also Genesis again 15, the seed of the woman is going to crush the serpent. That is where our sin will be laid upon his head. What is he? Breaking the royal law. And who does that? It is the serpent and the woman and the first man, of which we are the first man and the first woman posterities. So it's still in us. That is the shadow of the valley in you on this earth. But is he your shepherd? You see, I bet you what he said, where we just read Isaiah 40:11, he will lead you gently. He's gonna bear with your flesh. He's gonna tolerate you. Okay? He's gonna understand that, yeah, this serpent is more subtle. But are you ready for him to lead you? To remove every carnality out of you? That is where the problem lies, in order for that table to be set. All right, now we'll put some more. All right, now, YAHUAH'S 10:11. John chapter 10, verses 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. And how did he do that? We see again the illustration right in Genesis 3:15. The seed of the woman is going to crush your head. That is how he gave it. He said you will bite. He has been taking insult. He has been receiving insult because of you and me. He is good. Who is good? Only Abba Yahuwah is good. No one is good but Yahuwah. He said, I am that good shepherd. I'm going to give my life for you. That makes him good. Because all our iniquity was being placed upon him. Because there is never no way we can redeem ourselves. We as a sheep gone astray, be led away, follow his way, the ways of serpent. Therefore, the good great shepherd needs to come down from his heavenly throne to redeem you and me. Here I am, that same place, chapter 10, John, verses 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Who is your shepherd? I know my, okay? Trouble of this one, you can't tell me I don't know him. You shadow of the valley of death. No, don't tell me I don't know him. I knew who is my shepherd. I knew his voice. His voice said to me, Shabbat is the day of rest, of course. Only one name is given whereby I must be saved. Yes, that is his voice. He said, we know his voice. Who is your shepherd? Jesus. No, it's the other one. You follow his way. Another one will come in his own name. You're going to accept him. Instead the God we are speaking of over here, the man of sin. Here I am, Hebrew 4, 16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of needs. When you make him your shepherd, now you speak to him direct, and he's going to listen to you because you know his voice. And he said he also knew you. All right? You see, that was why he said he will never leave you nor forsake you if only you can hear his voice. He said, I know my sheep. He never said, our sheep. Our sheep. Did he say so? No, that is personal. The one he has chosen. And you see, King David said, my shepherd. He said, our shepherd. No, not our. That is personal. He himself also said, I know my sheep. He didn't say our. That is personal relationship with you individually. He relate with me as if I am the only one here on earth. When he's also relating with you in that manner, exactly the same. Who is your shepherd? All right, now we are back to the foundational scripture. We are done with that of shepherd. I shall not want. I'm not going to want in this dark hour, in this wilderness that I am. No, I'm not going to lack. That is where I'm supposed to first of all come back and begin to put that Hebrew 4:16. Now come boldly. Because you know who is your shepherd. Just come boldly, whatever you want, speak to him. He's going to listen to you. Here I am, Philippians chapter 4, verses 19. But my Elohim shall supply all my needs. Let me take it down to myself. But my Elohim shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory by Yahushua HaMashiach. That is the shepherd. Yahuwah is the shepherd. Yahushua is the shepherd. All right? So he's going to supply whatever you need in this wilderness we are. The whole world is wilderness, okay? So, but you cannot lack wisdom, understanding. No, you won't. It's going to guide you in the right path. We are coming into that. Exodus, you can read it in your quiet time. Chapter 16 and chapter 17. What happened? When we were not in the wilderness, our forefather, chapter 16, Abba, you want to begin to feed them with the bread of angels. You shall not lack in the wilderness if only you make him your shepherd. Now, when they were also tasting of water, chapter 17, verses 1 to 6, what did Abba Yehovah also do? He gave them water from the rock of ages. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Right in this wilderness we are. He is still taking care of us. I shall not want. Genesis 1, what happened? I did not meet him walking. I only come to meet him when he take his rest. Everything that I need, whatever that I need to sustain me here on earth, they are older than me. In other words, my glory, my blessing is older than me. I wasn't there day 1 to day 5. He prepared my table already. Everything is already there awaiting me. I only came to see his rest. I never see him working busy for my welfare. No. Everything I need is already there. I shall not want. My glory, my blessing, my miracle is older than me. Here I am, Psalm 34, 9 to 10. Oh, fear Yahuwah, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek Yahuwah shall not want any good thing at all, because my miracle blessing is older than me. Here I am, Isaiah 40, 30 to 31. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahuwah shall renew their strength. They shall mount up wings as eagles. They shall run and never be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Why? Because Yahuwah is your shepherd. You overcome every calamity. It is difficult, but you don't feel it so. It is so hurtful, but you don't feel the pain. It is so dreadful, but you still walk in power and glory of Yahuwah, who stand by you, your very great shepherd. The good, great shepherd. Exodus 19, verses 4. It said, remember how I bore you on my eagle's wings, how I carried you with my eagle's wings. He took you out of bondage, Exodus 19:4, from the land of bondage. He carries you with the wings of eagle, Revelation 12 or 14 again. Said two great eagle's wings again was given unto the woman to fly. That is how we want to rapture now and fly into, we shall not want. Let me first of all quote all the scripture, but in part 2, I'm going to make more liberation on it. All right, so Daniel 11, okay, 40 to 45, 1 Thessalonians 15 to 7, 1 Thessalonians chapter, oh my father, 4, let me be sure, okay. Yes, it's about rapture, okay? First Thessalonians, because we're gonna fly away, okay, with the great wings of eagle. First Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 15 to 17. Okay, Luke chapter 24, verses 44. He said he is gonna fulfill Psalms, okay? Okay, Luke 17 again, 26 to 30. He said his coming is like the days of Noah. Alright? His coming is like the days of Lot and like the days of Noah. You know trouble. Seriously, what we're in this world. All right, now here I am, Luke 24:44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moshe, and in the prophets, and in the Psalms concerning me. You see, this is how it's going to fulfill it the last days, okay? Where we just read, Isaiah 40, 30 to 31, it said, you're going to go weary. That is the people without Yahuwah.